With that being said,
I agree.
Troy, welcome, man. Introduce yourself, man. Tell us who you are, man. Tell us where you're from, if you don't mind sharing.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Troy J. Walker. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I had a trouble past myself, and it took me some time to come into my own. But a lot of our brothers, our younger brothers, ain't getting that time. Not because they're bad people. It's just a system been designed that we, for some reason, don't want to accept that as a reality. But it's been designed to make sure they got a devastating fail uh, ending. So what I decided to do, I went to God a year ago to pray about what's going on. And I believe in my heart, he inspired me to come up with this name. I'm not your enemy, the binary effect. And I wrote a publication. It's not a big book to run away from. It's a lifesaver in my heart, in my mind, to believe that I've been to prison, been on the streets. I did some things that I'm not proud of, but all that have made me who I am. Where I can go out here, and I believe that God prepared me to save these guys, to save these young ladies. You know, to dress them up with a little more respect in their heart and their mind. They just need to read this publication. That's all they need to do. And I think that's the game changer. As simple as that.
Wow. Well, I tell you, man, I know for a fact that it's going to be an outstanding read, but not just an outstanding read, but very informational, encouraging, and it's basically a resource for our young people today to pay attention to, and to the parents as well, to share with their young sons and young daughters, because I know for man, I tell you, man, I'm not your enemy. Man, how, you know what? How many chapters are in this publication?
You got 10. You got 10 chapters.
Ten
10
chapters.
chapters.
So if I count the chapters, man, I'm gonna ask you, man. You're gonna have to come back week after week after week, because I'm gonna tell you why. You have to be able to break down those chapters and explain what they mean. You have to share that information with our viewers and listeners. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, now you know. My friend Troy Walker is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. All you have to do is simply stop by our platform and simply click on the tab that's titled Featured Authors. You will see a copy of the publication. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to show it to him on the screen. You'll see a copy of this publication in our featured artist authors area. We want you to click on it. It's going to take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about the author as well as the publication. Now, I know for a fact that a lot of people are going to want to show their love, their care, concern, and support. And I'm encouraging people to basically show their support by purchasing a copy. Man, let's go over that information if you don't mind sharing. Where can this be purchased?
Well, you did a great job. It's on your platform as well. It's on Barnes and Noble. It's on Amazon. And I'm not your enemy. The binary effect. Just go look it up. It's there, and it's this the game changer. I can't emphasize it no more than what I just said. This the game changer. I mean, I read a couple of books when I was locked up, and but God already was dealing with me. I'm not a religious dude. I'm more spiritual, but He was dealing with me. So I had to read a lot of books to get where I had to get here, where I can change my behavior, where I don't look at another brother as my enemy. Well, and all of us have been through that. And, we go somewhere, go in the club or go in a concert, go in the store, and we'll see another brother looking at us, maybe, with this mean mug looking at us like we did him something. But that's the self-hate that we've been taught to us. So God blessed me with this title, I'm not your enemy. So that way, when you see another brother, you don't know why he's looking at you. It might look like somebody he know. We don't know. We just can't assume that. But we gotta melt this hate down. We gotta melt it down and start looking at each other like brothers and sisters, and we'll respect each other more. And matter of fact, if you don't mind, I had a conversation the other day with a person, and they was telling me about the family structure. Because now someone's been blessed to have that structure, but millions have been torn apart from the family structure when their daddy probably got murdered, mama on drugs, or vice versa, daddy on drugs or incarcerated. So that's family structure been torn down. Like I said earlier, they had a war on drugs, but yet that was a war on us. And if you fast forward, I think when Obama was in office, if I'm not mistaken, they had this crisis with the opioids or something, and they start building centers, drug centers, the prevention and help centers for them, you know.
Hmm.
But we dealing with some real stuff here, man. And don't take my word for it. All that's the scene stuff that goes on. I mean, look at this January 6th thing, man. Think about this. This a small this is a small part of January 6th. Think about somebody going to the Capitol. I ain't talking about weapons. I ain't talking about none of that. Just think about having bell spray.
Mm.
Bell spray. What the hell you need that for? You went there with the intentions to use something. Bell spray.
Right.
Man, they'd have locked us up so deep in a jail cell if they wouldn't have killed us out there.
Hmm.
Bell spray. So this is what we dealing with, man. This shit real. This is
Right.
some real stuff that we playing around with. And
Right.
see, like them young boys right now, you got to keep in mind they've been fed hate. You got to understand. Look our reality. Most of them, you got, no offense to rap music, because that's a great art. I respect that. Now, don't get me wrong. It just went too much in the wrong direction,
Mm.
where it's all negative. Kill nigga, constantly, right?
Right.
I ain't
Right.
had one song yet that went to number one, kill Whitey. I ain't advocating to go kill anybody, but I'm
Right.
just showing you who dominates our behavior.
Right. Right. Well,
That's what I'm trying to prove. Who dominated us?
and it's so important to hear people show that concern. It's so important to have those resources. Even a lot of times people aren't paying attention because they don't want to. They overlook certain situations. They don't step up to the plate. I can't change anything. I can't do this. I'm just one person. We need no. It has to start with one person. It has to start with a resource. It has to start with someone who's concerned. And right now, I'm just seeing and feeling and knowing that the passion is there to help disseminate this information out to people. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that this information gets out there. I need some kind of I need a book trailer from you. I need to be able to air this every day on our platform 3, 4, 5 times a day to be able to let people know that this resource, this publication exists. My friend Troy Walker is here. And of course, we want to encourage you, show your support, and make sure you go to Amazon or wherever it's available, pick up a copy, and make sure you leave a review. We need to know what your concerns are, your thoughts. If you care, you're going to make sure that this resource by itself is going to be something that makes a difference. Now, I know, Troy, that many people may in fact want to reach out to you on a personal level and maybe have a conversation with you, man. Why don't you share your contact information with us if you don't mind?
No problem. Look, last week when you asked me that, my cousin, he wound up calling me once the interview was over. He said, "Cuz, you can't give out your phone number. You have social media, but I'm so real. I'm so transparent. I'm just like that. I'm just straightforward. I don't ever want to get to a point, no matter if I make tons of money or I stay the same, because I'm gonna stay the same. I'm grounded that way. All right. But I do have the Facebook social media platform. I have what that is with Twitter and Instagram. I don't operate none of that stuff. I'm just getting familiar with the Facebook right now, but it's not your enemy. Just simple as that. Not your enemy. You can look that up, and if you're having any trouble, just put Troy Walker with it, and then it'll pop up, and then just send me a friend request, and we take it from there.
Right. Well, you know what, man? Like I said, I have nothing but gratitude for you, for what you're standing up for the journey, for being here today, for accepting the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family. I want to invite you back, man. I want to invite you back because I want you to break down each chapter in your publication, and just to give our viewers and listeners an understanding, a clear understanding of why that chapter was written and what it means. It's something that I was led to do it last time I talked to you, and I'm being led to do it again because this is not just entertainment. This is resource. This is someone who cares, and we want to make sure that we provide the necessary information to our viewers and listeners around the world to get them to understand that we don't just do this just to be a win a popularity contest or shine or get awards. We do it because we need to find a way to make a difference. And
Correct.
this,
Correct.
one thing leads to another, and us connecting is just one way that we know we can provide a difference. So I'm going to invite
Absolutely.
you back, man. Every week, I'm going to invite you
Yeah.
back to break down those chapters in that publication. I appreciate you. And for those that may have missed the conversation, we're going to upload it to our YouTube channel. We're going to shift it over to our Facebook page. We're going to air it on our television platform. Got a couple of radio stations who, in fact, want to grab this conversation and air it on their platforms as well. And of course,
Yeah.
I'm going to do everything I can to make sure it happens.
And I believe that.
Because it needs to be heard. Listen,
Yes, it
Troy,
does.
I'm not your enemy. It's going to be placed on our schedule. We're going to work it out. I'm going to give you a call, and we're going to have you here every week, man, until you get through the entire book, just giving us an understanding. You don't have to give the book away. We need the support from the people, but we want you to break down each title, each chapter of this publication so people can really get an understanding of what that means. So with
Okay,
that being
no
said,
problem.
man, I appreciate you being here. I wouldn't
Appreciate
expect
you.
anything. Hey, this is only the beginning. I'm just letting you know it's only the beginning. And you know what? I'm just overwhelmed with joy, man, to make sure that we continue to put this out there to the eyes and ears of the people. With that being said, man, we thank you so much.
Before I go, Pastor
Yeah,
Kevin,
yes,
can
sir.
I just one shout out, man? This
Yes,
this this
sir.
brother been helping me out, man. His name Earl Epps. He from around the hood. We grew up together. He a few years older than me, but he been putting it in, man. He tried to advertise for me. He just he been just a wonderful person, bro. Just like yourself, you know. Just doing the work, man. Just doing the work, trying to get this disseminate this message out, man. And I just want to give a shout out, Earl Epps. I want to do
Earl
that for
Epps. Earl Epps, you got your shout out, man. You had your 1 minute of fame. I tell Earl Epps. I'm gonna say it again. Earl Epps. You got the shout out. Hey man,
him.
it's always an honor, man, to have somebody stand by your side, and
Yeah.
there's no hesitation at all when someone wants to show some gratitude for those that are assisting them, helping them, and just being a part of their journey every step of the way, man. So Earl Epps, we got you, bro. Hey Troy, man, I'll be giving you a call shortly, man.
All right.
Have a wonderful,
All right.
wonderful evening, man, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Okay.
All right. Thank you,
Ta-
man. Appreciate it.
all right. Take care.
Good night.